You like the new setups?
Like it. Sounds good. Does it sound good? Let us know if it sounds good.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, we're just a work in progress.
Yeah.
But one of our viewers asked us about strip club stories.
Oh, we've had a lot of stories about them.
We do got a lot of stories. Funny stories. Very funny.
Most of them good. Some of them not so good.
Some of them are pretty bad.
Waste of money.
Not waste, just
waste of time.
Some, the things you see, it's just funny, but some things that they do or you catch people doing is kind of like, messed up. But, I mean, when we went to Florida, which, by the way, how did you like that travel? When I told you it's going to take a while. It's going to be 18 hours.
I hated it. I thought it was going to be like when I drove down to Maryland was only 4 hours. That was nothing to me. But I didn't realize that basically driving to Florida is driving to Maryland, back to Jersey, Maryland, and then back to Jersey again in one shot. I didn't realize how far that was.
Yeah.
And probably about, after we passed Washington, we were thinking about turning back.
No, I didn't think about turning back.
Not turning back, but I was like, this is not what I expected. I expect us to be there like one shot, and it was horrible.
See, I knew what I was getting myself into, considering the fact that I did it when I used to live in Florida to come back up. I mean, it wasn't a bad drive because I was with my dad. We were just bullshitting the whole time. We didn't stop. I mean, the only time we stopped was obviously gas, but then we stopped at a Pizza Hut, got food, and that was it.
Don't even get me started about the gas stations down in Florida.
Well, yeah, you had trouble with one, but
it was every single time I went to a gas station, the card wouldn't work. It kept saying chip undetectable. Kept pissing me off.
Yeah, but when we got down to Florida, we had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
See, I enjoyed the fact that, we lived at a apartment with our friend that lived there. And, we just basically, we obviously have the car, so we can go anywhere.
That was the whole point of us driving. That's the main reason behind it, was to drive there so we don't have to stay at home. You know what I mean? We don't get stuck. We could drive around, do whatever. Now, imagine if we didn't. We had to use Ubers. We had to walk. We basically had to rely on our friend to drive us. We would have blew like $3,000 in a week. Easily. Yep. Easily, definitely. But, we did strike gold on one day. Yes, we did. When we found a strip club, right? And we rode mopeds. Our friend, she told us, it's like a 1-star, 2-star strip club. Yeah. Dude, we go to that place. It was like a 5-star. Yes. I'm like, damn. And clean, wasn't dirty. A lot of strip clubs, you could feel when you walk in how dirty it is. You know what I'm saying? No, I feel you. You could feel like when you walk in, you're walking out with something. This one, I felt like I was walking into a mall or something. Like it was clean. I know there's a lot of people in it, but it felt clean. You know what I mean? And the whole cigarette thing, we walk in there and there's all ashtrays. And I didn't know you could smoke in Florida, like establishments. I mean, I guess maybe a selective. Obviously not restaurants. Mm-hmm. But when I saw the ashtrays, I was like, no way. I was like, Mike, is this real? And then when that waitress asked us about it, she goes, oh, do you want matches, for your cigarettes if you smoke? And I was like, yo. I was like, no way. I was like, dude, let me go out and buy a fucking pack real quick. Because, you don't want to leave the building. Sometimes you do. But once you got in, it's just you just wanted to sit and just chill there. You know what I think is a good tactic? If they allow people to smoke in the establishment, they want you in there because they want you to spend money. To be comfortable. They want you to stay in there, blow all your money. They want you to make you feel at home. You don't have to leave. You have all your amenities there, everything. Yeah. But, the women there. That was one of the amenities that they had. That's what made it a 5-star. Yes. Damn. But, there was a time where there was... What? Nothing. Go ahead. They had this one thing where they were doing a 2-for-1 special. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell is a 2-for-1 special? Enlighten me on that, right? Everyone knows DeGraw loves the deals. Yeah, shit. If there's a deal, there's a deal. You're going to take the deal. So they had all the dancers get up on the stage.
And then they had them just, like, they would be like, oh, this is Daisy, this is so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And they would, like, show off the girl. And all the girls that were introduced on the stage were able to, like, pick someone that was watching. Like, yeah, I want to dance with you.
Basically, what they said is there was, let's be realistic, there's probably, 30 strippers up on there?
Around, like, 25, 30.
Yeah. So there was probably there was a lot of people that night. I literally felt like I was in a nightclub. There was like 100-something people in there. If you didn't get picked, pretty much you knew you didn't belong in there.
Yeah.
Because we got picked every single. Mind you, we spent money, but not as much money as everyone else. And we got picked I got the same stripper 5 times in a row. She kept coming up to me.
Nah, I'm gonna say dancer. All right, it's better.
Yeah.
It's better.
We'll give some respect.
More polite. More polite.
We'll give respect to the dancers.
But, I mean, we were blowing money.
Yes.
I remember, dude.
My ATM charge alone was $54.
Which is ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. I took out, I'm not going to lie, dude. I think
I spent $458 there that night.
I think I threw out 500. Just because.
Because the girl at the front got you. You asked for change for like 20s when you gave her that $100 bill. She goes, yeah, I got you. He comes out. He goes, what do I do with this? I'm like, what do you mean? She literally gave you a stack of singles. She knew. She wasn't playing no games. She knew she wanted you to spend that money.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wanted to get the freaking singles. I wanted 300 singles just so I don't have to go back and just start blowing it all.
Oh, and you blew it.
Oh, no, I did. I one specific woman.
Yes, you did.
Dude.
Bro, honestly, I'm going to give you props. That was a very good-looking woman. That one you had, the tone with the black hair. She was very pristine.
Now let's talk about the pasties. So this place, they serve alcohol, so you can't have a full nude place. But Mike thought it was a good idea, he was informed.
You got to experiment. You got to test the waters. It's like every new place, you got to test the waters. You got to see the limits you got to take. You know what I mean?
But when you went up for a dance, right? They had the pasties on. They weren't able to take it off. I come back and you go, dude, they let you take the pasties off like when you get to dance. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like next time I get a dance with that girl, like I'll do it, right? So I get the 2-for-1 special, by the way. And as she's like dance whenever, I'm like about to take it off. Or I take one off. She goes, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm like, Mike, you motherfucker, yo. I was like, now I look like a dick. You're like, she let me do it. The other girl let me do it. What did she say?
She said, she said you can't take it off with your hands. But she kind of like winked at me when she said you can't take it off with your hands. So I already knew where that was going. So I got to take them off.
What'd you take them off with?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. But I mean,
Oh, by the way, disclaimer, definitely 18 and over. Definitely for this one.
Oh, 100%.
100%. If you're not, just click away on this video now because this is for adults.
Yeah, definitely for adults. I mean, there's some good times.
Yeah. There's also some bad times.
Oh, there's a lot of bad times. Let me tell you. I mean, there's times where we go there and women just want to take your money.
Yep.
Or they're just, oh my God. Could we talk about the girl that fell asleep on me?
Oh my God.
Let's talk about that.
Are we going to get into detail with it?
We won't get into detail, okay? We're going to keep it.
We're going to not keep it like PG, but we're going to keep it
somewhere between PG
and like rated R. Yeah. We're not going to get too graphic, but we're going to give you a nice visual of what happened.
So, I took my friend Mike.
Who's your friend Mike?
You. Like what?
Multiple Mikes.
Okay.
Be specific.
Took Mike to the club for the first time ever.
And tell him the holiday we went on.
It was Christmas Eve. I mean, we were doing things with our families. Afterwards, it was late. We said, yeah.
There was nothing else to do.
There was nothing else to do, so we went. So the good part about that, but I mean, there was an upside, there was a downside, but there was no one there, obviously. Yeah. But there was one dancer there. And I was like, all right, well, there's 2 people and there's only one dancer. It's just going to be stupid. So I talked to the manager and I was like, yo, is there any more dancers? And he turns and looks at Angel, the other manager, and goes, that's your stage name, relax.
Yeah.
Okay? So he looks at Angel and goes, yo, go get dressed. So I'm like, all right, bet. So we sit down, and it's like 2 girls and 2 guys. So it was like we were having fun.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even, there was times where like, because it was so slow that they were bored.
They'd be
care.
sitting in the back. They wouldn't even be outside in the front. It's like you just walk in and you're just sitting doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but they didn't care because there was no one there. It was just me and you, and they didn't even care about getting the money. So it was basically
it was like a free for all.
It was like we rented out this place and they just wanted to have a good time. That was it. But one of the dancers I was with, she drank a little bit too much, or she was on some.
She was definitely on something.
She was on some type of shit. So she was giving me a lap dance. And this girl like fell asleep. Like I remember I was just sitting there and she was like dance or whatever, and then you just see her just like slouch, and I was like, so to wake her up, I was just like tapping her in the face. She's like, you good? She goes, oh no, I'm good, sweetie. She goes, that's $50. I was like, oh nah. I was like no. I was like, you fell asleep on me. I finessed, and
did you actually have to pay the $50?
No, you think I'm gonna spend $50?
So you didn't give her any money?
Well, I paid her for the dance.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pay her for that extra $50 because she thought she did too, and I was like, no. I was like, you literally fell asleep the second, and what were you doing? You were just like just hanging there.
And that was the same one when you were spreading, you know. That
one.
One.
We're not gonna talk about that, okay?
That one goes in the books. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that on the podcast, my dude. But yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. But we had some good times, some great times. But there was some other girls, yo.
Some gray areas where we had
areas, yo. I remember this one girl. I mean, we're not fat shaming.
No, I'm fat. You know, big girls need love too.
They do.
Respect them.
You know, but this girl, she went to me out of the whole group. I mean, me personally, I'm like, great. Like, you know, why is it always me? Why am I always getting enticed in all these situations? And then we were with our 2 friends.
Yeah.
And she's like asking me for a dance, and I'm like, no, you know, I just got here. Let me feel comfortable. You know, let me just hang out for a little bit, and maybe I'll decide. You know, later. She's like, oh, come on. And this woman,
she was persistent though with it. She didn't give up, so I gave her respect for that.
Yeah, but it was getting annoying.
Yes.
To a point. But this woman looked at me dead in the eyes, and this was around Thanksgiving. And she goes, do you want to stuff the turkey? I'm like, come again? Like, nah. Like, no. I was like, just because you said that, I'm like,
it's done up.
It's done up. I'm not. No, it was just so, it was just the way she said it and the way, oh, bro, no. But you know what? After a while, she was just on my ass. She wouldn't give up. So I was like, you know what? All right, fine. Get a dance. Finally got the dance. I took one for the team, and they did not bother them.
Yeah, we'll call that one take one for the team.
I did. She did not bother you guys. I guarantee you she was going to go up to you guys and ask individually. If I said no.
I would have told her in the nicest way, or I would have do what I usually do, walk right to the bathroom. I would have kept going back. You know how I am. When I don't want a lap dance from a stripper and I don't find her attractive, I immediately either walk outside or I walk right to the bathroom.
See, but
because I'm not. The thing is, I'm not trying to be mean. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to waste her time, and I don't want to waste my time. You know what I mean? She's got a business. She got to make her money. So why waste her time on me when I know for 100% fact there's no, you're not conniving me into it. You know what I mean? So I'm off the rip gonna set you straight by me looking at you and walking away from you.
But it's like that saying: you hang around a barbershop, you're prone to get a haircut.
It's true.
So if she keeps coming back, she keeps going, oh, do you want to dance? You want to dance? And you're like, no. But then she's still persistent. She knows you're going to get annoyed, and you're just going to say, you know what, fuck it.
So how awkward was it when you were getting the lap dance? Because I know you didn't find her attractive one bit.
No, did not find her attractive.
And she was probably staring at you and looking at you. And
no, but she was saying some, like, explicit shit that I was just, like, turned off about.
Like what? Pouring sauce in lasagna?
No. I'm not going to disclose or even announce.
Pouring the gravy on the mashed potatoes, you know, shit like that.
No, it wasn't food related. I mean, shit. I mean, but
she started off with some
food stuff. But no, it wasn't food related. It was
very. Want to eat my tofurkey, you know?
What? No, it was.
You know what a tofurkey is?
No, I don't know what that is.
That'll be for the next podcast.
But anyway, So she's saying some very explicit shit, and I'm like not even like about it too, and I'm just like, oh, I'm like,
how did you not laugh in her face?
I couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh because that chair was about to give out with my fat ass on there, and I'm just sitting there, and she's and let's be real, she wasn't even like on like my lap. She was literally like on my stomach, so I'm like, I'm like really about to be paralyzed. I can't do shit, and dude. It's like, and then they just go. That girl went too much. Like she was just like slapping.
It was too much of your life. Like, she was slapping you.
Well, not with her hands, like with her tits. And it was just. So I just got whiplash. I was like, damn.
So you caught a body that night.
Oh, I dumb caught a body. That was the worst one.
That probably smacked the taste out your mouth, didn't it?
I saw stars.
You said she smacked you with her tits, not bowling balls.
Dude, she took that and swung.
Oh, so she had heavy artillery. She came on the front line.
She thought she could swing for a home run. That's World Series, bases loaded. She swung that shit.
I was like, it must have been getting like hit by a 2x4.
Damn, dude. I mean,
you probably enjoyed it though, low key.
No, dude, it pissed me off at a point. I'm like, I'm getting smacked. I can't see shit.
You didn't put your full guard up?
Well, I mean, I kind of like...
You should have definitely threw like the hand, like in the UFC, you know?
Yeah, where they're like this?
Yeah.
No, but...
You gotta dip and dodge. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a tit, you know?
Yeah. Good one. No, but I kind of like... I arched up and I was like, yo, and then like the song thankfully ended. So I was like...
You probably threw her off you so quickly.
Dude. And then afterwards, I mean, we had a good time. She kept her distance and then we started doing it at night, but... When you go down to down in Florida, that strip club, that was nice. That was really nice.
That was only a 2-star.
That was only a 2-star.
I don't know who's rating the strip clubs in Florida, but better watch your lip down there because that strip club was pretty popping for a 2-star. I could imagine what a 5-star is going to be like.
Dude, I mean 5-star, you know, if you go down, to Miami.
That's what I was about to say. In Miami, it's probably wild. They probably got girls flying in there and shit.
Yeah, like in the hoops and shit.
Yeah, juggling fire and shit. Like. It's probably dope.
And then you come up to Jersey, it's just like it's always like a chapel, like rundown church looking thing. Like it's so weird, bro.
And I'm pretty sure that strip club was a church.
Yeah, no, it
still has the front end of the church, which is kind of messed up.
I think it's realistic. Nah, they had if they didn't take down that cross because there was you can see where they put it.
Yeah,
I would be like, yo, take that down.
Definitely
take that straight up down. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's obviously newer ones that are just like straight up building. But the other one's like a bowling alley, or used to be a bowling alley. It's so weird because they don't care. They just get in that place, do what they got to do, put the stage in, they forget about the outside. They don't care if it looked like an arcade or a Chuck E. Cheese. They're like, yo.
He goes to Chuck E. Cheese.
They're like, we got strippers in here.
It's not bad. It's just the security's a little too strict. It's just weird sometimes. You're getting a lap dance. You're having a very large man stare at you. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? It's for security. It's because...
Yes, I understand it's for security, but like, you know, you could chill there. If you just listen up if you hear something wrong. Not like I'm getting a death stare. It's like at that point, I might as well ask the security if he wants to come in. You know what I mean?
Well, no. I mean, me and you both know, like, we obviously respect all that. We don't do stupid shit. Yeah. Right? But they're always dealing with these people that get a little too drunk.
A little touchy.
A little touchy and a little disrespectful towards them, which they have to be on, like, their guard up on that stuff. So they're not just looking at you, they're looking at everybody else in that room. And the most awkward thing is, too, because you're getting a dance, right? And they're like cubicles. Yeah. So, like, you're sitting in one, and then you got, like, Frank over there, some random Joe Schmo, like, getting his...
We used to do it all the time, remember that? I used to be in one, I look right across, and you're on the other one.
Yeah, dude. There'll be times where I'm like, I'm getting a dance, right? And then I'll just peep, and then I just see you over there doing your thing, and then we both look, we're just like, so... But...
Have the slap-offs, remember that? Oh, that was bad. That was the first time a stripper ever told me I'm not allowed to slap her ass anymore.
Yeah, because you probably went OD and you fucking
because you called me out to a slap off, and Mama didn't raise no bitch. So, and I remember it was hard. It wasn't even like fingertips. I open palmed the shit out of her ass. She immediately grabbed my hand and said, "No more. You're not slapping my ass." We laughed about it, and I saw you chuckling.
Yeah, because dude, it was hilarious. Because I'm not even paying attention.
And it was
at
back
this
to
point.
back.
Yeah, no, I'm doing my own thing, like dealing with her, and then you just hear this loud smack, and I'm like, I peep. I'm just like, God damn, bro, like what's going on?
I got big hands.
Shit. Well, I guess you won, because dude, there was no way I was gonna slap that.
That was the first. I had 2 other strippers did the same thing.
What? Oh.
Yep. And then the one girl, the other one, the one that looked like a church, she asked me, she's like, "You're not gonna hurt me, right?" I was like, why is it always you think you have it bad because you're small? No, try having it at my height, at my size. When a stripper asked me, are you going to hurt me?
That's kind of weird to even ask.
Yeah, that's why I looked at her mad weird. And I was like...
Maybe she had a really bad customer base. I don't know. They were all dickheads.
I don't know.
But...
It just kind of like threw me off. It's like, why are you asking me that question? Obviously, I'm not that dumb to do that. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, why would I hit a woman? That's number one. I respect women 100%. I would never do that.
But you know what's weird too, and I remember this. There was one particular night that we all went, like me, you, and our like 3 of our boys. Mm-hmm. For some odd reason, that one club, it was lacking staff. There was like probably 1, right? But it's a Friday night or a Saturday night, so everybody's coming there. It's all packed, right?
Which one was this?
The one that looks like the church.
Okay.
So it's all packed with all these dudes. And there's just one girl on the stage, and then some guy goes, "Oh, can I get a dance?" So then she goes, "Yeah, of course," leaves. So for like 20 minutes, it's just dudes all around the stage, and we're just sitting there like...
staring at each other, just wondering what the fuck we're going to do.
It's like all these horny dudes over there just being like, "Where's the ass?" It's like, we're sitting there like,
and
I don't know.
It's the funniest part when the people that don't speak English that come in there, and they try to talk to the strippers, and the strippers don't understand it. It's so funny.
Yeah. So let's be real. We don't always go to the strip club for like just, I mean, we go there for a good time. Yeah, we go there. We'll get a couple dances and stuff like that. But primarily the reason why we go is to that place, the one that looks like the church. We go there just for the laughs, dude. Yeah. The stories that can come out of this place. Even when I didn't go with you, I went with another group. There was always something that went down that we'll never forget.
Like when your friend puked.
Oh, I was going to bring up that story. And now, I mean, I get it. You're on the stage. You're busting your ass. You know, you're working for the money. Yeah, you know? Pun intended. You're busting your ass for like all the money. And I get it. Like, you know, you're sweating a little bit. But, you know, there's a bathroom where, you know, after you get off the stage,
freshen up.
Some girls, you know, most girls go there to freshen up. This woman decided to think it was all right to like dance for like 20 minutes in this hot ass building, right? Goes over to the bar, and I'm peeping, and she's taking a roll of paper towels and just wiping down her pits and everything. I was like, ew, bro. I was like,
I would have told her to go home.
No, I stayed dead away from her, right?
Yeah, I would use the bathroom trick if she came by me.
Shit. But I remember, my friend was getting a dance at the time, so he didn't see all this shit. And I'm not gonna like, that's not the topic of discussion. You know, he comes back, I forget about it, right? And then, like, maybe, like, 20 minutes goes by. Me and him are on the stage, and that girl gets up on the stage to dance. And she comes over to my friend and, like, basically bends over and just, like, shakes her ass, right? Like, this close to his face. So I'm peeping. I'm just, like, looking at it because now I all sparked. I was like, oh, shit, this is the girl. And then he's sitting there with a stern face just going on. Then he goes, "James, give me the keys. I'm going. I'm leaving." I was like, I started laughing, right? He dips out, and then she goes, "What's wrong with your friend?" I was like laughing. I'm like, dude, he's just going out for a cigarette. He'll be back, right? So now I'm by myself in this club. And I don't want to be by myself. Yeah. Like, when you're by yourself, it's awkward because, like, you can't talk to your boys.
People stare at you. They think you're weird because you're by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, and even when you see people by themselves. I remember I went in there one day, and there was a guy in, like, business attire, like a suit and tie. And he's sitting there, and he's just, like... Depressed. And then, like, the girl comes up to him, and, like, she spreads her legs and shit. He's just, like, playing. I was like, bro, how depressing can your life be, man?
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Go out with your boys. It's supposed to be like a group thing, you know? But, I mean, if you're left there by yourself, I mean, everyone does it. They sit on their phone, you know, they don't pay attention. And then, like, you'll catch people looking at you and be like, why is this dude by himself? And it makes you look like...
And you just... sometimes, I would assume, this never happened to me, but I would question myself, too, if I went by myself. Like, why am I here by myself doing absolutely nothing. I'm not talking to no women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What am I here for?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I left after 2 minutes. Like, realistically, I wanted one more dance and then be out.
Yeah.
So we get back to the car, and I'm just like, dude, like, what's up? And I knew what happened. I'm just trying to play dumb. And he's like, dude, I don't know what was going on with that dancer, bro, but she stank. I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, you didn't see the full episode before, right?
The full shakedown,
the wipe down, pun intended. But we go back to his car at a Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, so what did it smell like, dude? It couldn't be that bad, right? And dude, him trying to explain it, he started gagging, right? And then he goes, hold on, he runs to the bathroom and just pukes, right? Just from the, I know, it was just
a thought though. It had to have been bad. It had to have been bad.
Of course it had to be bad. And then, you know what's funny? He left the bathroom, and then some random guy goes into the bathroom to like take a shit or something. This man comes out, and as he walks out, because I'm sitting in one of the seats, he walks out and you just see puke on his pants. I was like, dog, no way. My boy left. He went home. I went home, dude. And it's like, and that's the stories that we don't specifically look for that, but like, it's stories like that come up, or that you'll
never forget.
That you'll never forget. There's multiple stories that when we go where there'll be like a different type of scenario.
And shit, yeah. But like those are like the ones that you'll never forget. You know what I mean? Especially when you're with your boys. That's when the worst of the worst shit happens.
I will never forget that night. That was real funny. That was real funny. And then, I mean, he just.
Has he ever been there back since?
Maybe. I mean, it was a while ago. And this is when I remember I never went to a strip club before. And I remember.
So you were in my shoes. You did.
Yeah,
it was mad awkward the first time you went.
They were like, "Oh, James, you want to go to the strip club?" And I'm like, I've never been there once. Before. I'm like, I don't know about it. They're like, "Oh, come on, it's gonna be fun. It's all of us. We're gonna just chill. I was like, all right, sure, why not? So when I'm in the car, I'm like thinking like, all right, we're gonna have a good time. And then you get down the block and you're like, yeah, we're almost here. I mean, this is my first time, so I get butterflies a little bit. I'm like nervous because I don't know what this is all about.
You don't know what to expect.
You don't know what
you know, like the theory of it. It's different the first time you go there and you just walk in and it's just naked women walking around. And it's legal, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
You obviously expect it.
You expect it, but you don't expect it till it's reality. Till reality hits you, and you're like, "This shit's fucking real." You know what I mean?
There's two things about it. So when I went there, I mean, like after like the first dance, you get your first dance, you're more comfortable. But it made me realize that, dude, it hits you with the real world type shit. Like, this is what people work for money and stuff, and it's just like, damn,
we're in here paying them.
Yeah, and it's like you have like this outlook. You're like, damn, bro, like this is what people do. I respect the hustle. Yeah. I mean, women do what they gotta make
your money somehow. You know
I mean,
what I mean?
shit. I mean, that's how they make their money, and they make a lot of money.
Yes, they do.
If you're a very good looking girl, you're very attractive, and you know how to play the game. Oh, you're making a lot of money. I mean, but there's some other girls that necessarily shouldn't be there. I'll put that lightly. And it's like they don't do anything. They sit there and they'll be on their phones. Maybe they're not comfortable about it. I don't know why you would get into that field if you weren't comfortable, but they'll be one of those girls, and you see it sometimes where you're sitting around, they'll just like ask for $1.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how they make their money. I'm like,
or they'll walk around with the alcohol. Do you need anything? Do you need ice for your alcohol?
Yeah, but that's different.
But some of them, they're strippers. They're just not comfortable taking their clothes off, so that's why they pick that option so they can still work in that field, but not a different category. You know what I mean? They walk around like a bikini, shit like that. They're not up there strutting their shit, butt ass naked.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever makes them feel comfortable, they'll do it. But there's times where like they'll try to get the money out of you and scheme, and I hate that, because like if you're gonna do that, then now I'm gonna be kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm gonna be coming here.
Yeah, I mean, I get that you're trying to make money, and I will pay to have a dance or whatever. But don't come at me sideways, and don't be like try to scheme, because like you always pay for one song. And then, like I said before, like, I'm sitting there, I'm getting a dance,
and then the second song comes, but she doesn't say anything. Like, she's an authority. She tells me that the song's done.
She's the one making the rules at the time.
Yeah, but when they don't say that and they continue to do the song, like when I did that, I was like, wait. I was like, maybe this girl's just really vibing with me. Who knows, right? And then after the third song, I was like, nah. I was like, I had to ask. I was like, oh, I think the song's over. She's like, oh yeah, that's $120. And I was like, what? She goes, yeah, you had 3 songs. I was like, yo, I mean, none for nothing, but you have to tell me, you know, like, hey, do you want to go again?
Yeah.
But she just wanted the money. So then that's when I got into I had a little argument with the girl. I'm like, that's not how it runs. You know, that's not how it works.
I would have never paid. I definitely would have talked to the manager. I would have been like, she should have told me.
Yeah, but it's like, here's the thing. If you don't, now they all talk. All those dancers talk. So if I say, no, I'm not paying it,
they're not going to
now
go to you.
Everybody's going to say, screw this kid if I come back again. You're basically tarnishing your, like, you know, who you are.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, it's, there's ups and downs, but most of the time, it's a great time.
Yeah, most of the time. Every now and then, you know, we get a little slip up, but other than that, most of the time, it's a good time. Enjoy yourself, chill back, drink, talk to the women there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't even have to even get dances and shit. You go there for the atmosphere.
I'm pretty sure we went and we were there for like 4 hours, and 3 out of the 4 hours, we didn't even get a lap dance. We were just bullshitting with the dancers.
It's more of like the environment, the atmosphere. Like, say, we usually we chill at, like, you know, a parking lot, whatever.
Yeah.
We try to find like ideas of what to do, and we go and do them, right? But when there's nothing to do, I mean, would you rather sit in a parking lot, empty parking lot with no one there, or would you rather be sitting at like in the strip club when girls just come up to you and they talk and shit, and you just like spit, like, I mean, spit shit to them, you know?
I was about to say.
I meant spit fags, like, you know, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's not all about getting dance. It's just about the atmosphere, and it's funny. But I mean, you go to a specific one. You don't go to a rundown one to like do that, you know. And it's BYOB. You bring a 6-pack, you sit there, you bullshit with them. They even ask if you want a beer. You all chill, you know. The only difference is that they're topless. You know, it's fun. It's fun. And we do need to announce that we are going to Arkansas. I think this weekend.
We're leaving Saturday night.
Yeah, we're leaving Saturday
for a couple days, like 4 or 5 days.
So what we're trying to do is that we're trying to upload every episode every Sunday for you guys. Today's topic actually was brought up by one of the audience members. They wanted to know our take about it, so that's why we talked about it. So if you have any ideas or any topics that you want to discuss, we'll leave our social media in the bio or in the description. So you can
just follow us on that. Just
or
hit
you
us
can
up in the DMs.
Yeah, or you can comment, subscribe, you know, get notifications whenever we post an episode.
Put them post noties on so you get notified.
Definitely. So we'll see you next time.